Hello and welcome back to Endless Legend 2. Our Tauhawk campaign is continuing on. 110 turns in. We have recently just squashed the necrophage who have sat on our border, but we have taken their city, their hive, and made it our own. Looking kind of cool. It's got like a little hive architecture here, but it looks like the main building has changed to our type of city hall. So we're getting a really neat blend of architecture. Even the walls, like the new walls are ours and the old walls are theirs. Sort of love it. Today we're going to be expanding out our territory and trying to set up, I guess the goal today is like 15 territories that we own as part of our cities so that we can build 15 wonders to the gods. Meanwhile, we're friends with these guys down here. I'm going to try to send out some more missionaries as much as I can. And we're gonna grow. We're gonna science. We ended on an end turn. We begin on an end turn. Eternal sunshine has ended. We're in the capital city. Let's cast that again. Charge it up again. So this gives us a handful of extra called population. But we have quite a few here right now. We might want to just kick these guys out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have one destitute. Honestly, I think let's do the esoteric delegation here and get rid of them. So that's going to yeet them into other people's cities. Great combination there. And they're all going to give us a bunch of extra stuff. The only problem, of course, is like it leaves us low on citizens, which we're probably going to need to start filling up soon with other people. I don't know if it's going to be monkeys or who's going in here, but one of the big things is we do need to grow an incredible amount. We have to get 80 pops of one type of pop for our victory condition. 80 pops of one different type. Currently we have more black hammers than we have Tauhawk. We've become the Black Hammer Empire. Build 15 wonders and then do the 6 techs, which is not going to be hard. So, what do these little guys do? Influence on cities containing pacified villages. All right, well, we'll just kind of split everybody up here. I'd love more black hammers here so that we can get them in scribe positions. And in the meantime, we also got some good districts to be having. I wanted to buy this because a trade post right there is exceptionally good. Trade posts have also, no, they just scale off of resource deposits. So if they have 1, 2, 3, we should build something here. That's the city hall. We have an extra works, a foundation, advanced habitats, farm, pacified village, advanced habitation. Honestly, another workshop right there would be pretty good. So we'll just let both of those guys cook. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We also have our military guys who are going to start heading out here. This is our like army of heroes mostly. So I was going to just send them to like hunt hydrocorns. Maybe hunt that Doomwraith. Probably hunt that Doomwraith as well. Seems like that might not be the worst idea we've ever come up with. These guys are going in here where it looks like we are healing and building a camp, which we're going to attach to our new bug city at Agog. Excellent. So all these black hammers get connected. We also pick up a nice anomaly down here. Blaze grapes. Blaze them. And you're also an exploited anomaly. You're also, okay, so that's got to be a laboratory then for sure. Ain't no doot a boot. None of these are like great farmlands. Let's just build the lab for right now. Not going to stress this guy out too much. I could do something like glass this section. Or glass this section. Honestly, glassing here might be good. None of these are really worth a lot of value. And it would also glass this entire corridor, which would be kind of fun. I might glass this province. I'm gonna glass this province for sure. I think I figured that out. All right. Talking about a little bit about moving cats recently. This is going to be the last stream for a while because I've got to move apartments, move across country here. Go buy a cat diffuser, help them calm down before and after. Tried that in our new house. One of them's very territorial. Ours aren't. I don't think our cats are very territorial. When we first got the cats, we had a cat diffuser because they were like, we recommend using this. I think the house that we're moving into used to have a dog, but we got all the carpets cleaned, so hopefully that's like not too big an issue. I don't know. I think they're going to be like scared when we move them in no matter what we do, so they're just going to take a little bit to settle down. Plane's probably the best solution to carry your pets that far. Yeah. Something to keep them calm. I'm just too much of a cocooner. Yeah, I know. I really just want to like bundle them up and just be like, you'll be okay the whole time. It's very, very difficult to move with them. They are like my biggest concern about the move. Jareth, salutations. Good morning, dude. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Or I guess good evening. All right, we got the upgrade to our military units, which a little late here, I guess, but that's the like special units we have as well. What else do we need? Honestly, like science is kind of the big one. 50% science on scribes, 15% on all technology research cost. Well, that's really good. We should probably get that. That seems like one of those ones you want earlier. This guy gets inspiring strike numero deuce, as well as his black hammer in the army. And then this guy's up here in a big fight where he'll literally take no damage and get himself a nice little chest plate. Is this better than what you have? 1 resilience, 45. It is higher defense stats, but less HP. Now, on a black hammer, I actually feel like the higher defense is the way to go. This guy's got the rear plate. And I guess, like, you're kind of the other tankier character. Weirdly enough. Now, you're wearing black gel boots, but the Ranger's Compass is just the better version of this. Because it's like black gel boots for your entire army. So I will also give you that. I will also give you this, because it's slightly better. Okay. You get an upgrade. And you can pick up Obliteration. Applies Cursed Defense. For $1,000. So that's the really fancy Devastating Wrath. The fancy beam lens. And it looks like we did choose to build a city up here as well, or build a camp up here. So there was some debate of like who's going to get this. If it's going to be this city. I should move someone over here to pick up these guys. Solisks. There's also Solisks down here. I could pick up them here and here. And then this city would have 5 Solisks. That's probably a good idea. It's probably a good idea. We're going to have to go back on some tech. All right, so question the first is like, what's the quest to beat these guys? I think I might just beat them up, but... You trespass on Solisk Imperial land. Fail to salute and my battalion will be forced to search you for contraband. There are no markings of your claim here, Commander. In fact, this looks less of an empire than a campsite belonging to a gang of highway robbers. How dare you address me so, peon? Imperial pikes, you are dismissed. I will deal with this cretin alone. Peon, cretin, we have nothing more to discuss, Solisk. Count yourself lucky we do not draw our weapons here and now. Wait, let me explain. Discipline is slipping. Belief in our imperial glory fades. They must see that Solisk's strength is no laughing matter. Show them that and earn my favor. You're not the first trespasser to saunter across our lands. Some are persuaded to salute, others cough up tribute, but those who refuse, my pikes will see them punished. We will shore up your troops' morale and display of honor of your heritage. Destroy all trespassers. Oh, well, that's the best one possible. Congratulations, Imperial Pike Curator Benji Meng. I understand the trespassers found your soldiers sufficiently persuasive. Ba, 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 ba. That was so easy. Rather than fight 3 villages, I fight 1 singular battle. All right, well, now let's go down here then. I guess. Actually, I'm going to build a camp over here as well just to get those goodies. And now I don't really want anything to the south. So maybe I'll send these guys over to deal with these Solisks then. Let them go on a little adventure. Defusing cats, is that even possible? When they're in a mood, ain't nothing bringing them down? Well, I don't know. You get a strong enough medication and it'll do some wonders. All right, let's damn, dude. I thought this was going to be an easy win. One, two, three. Okay. Little bit limited on some of our movement options here. I think maybe this guy can just chill. Oh, I guess I could teleport him. You know what? Let's do that. You have charge, you have power slash. Yeah, we're just going to end the turn here in defense. These guys had a nice defensive aura as well. Huh. They've all decided to stay put. So this guy's thing, when moving, he gains shield. And if he moves 3 tiles, he gains super bonus shield. 1, 2, 3. Would that count as 3, or does that have to count as 3? You know what? Let's do it like that, because then we get forest cover as well. Oh man, these doom rates are toughies. Didn't quite do the damage I had hoped. Scoped shot ignores defense. Why are these cavalry so tough? Base defense, defensive posture, and forest cover. I see. Sheesh. All right, let's do that maybe. I am hesitant to bring this guy down. Yeah, I am hesitant to bring that guy down. All right, well, whatever. Probably should have shot him to try and get the wounded effect, but... Ooh, you're just gonna all go for the back row anyway. Okay. Let's hit that guy. That guy. That guy. I should have done that a little bit differently, but I didn't, so... C'est la vie. $42 damage. How much HP does this have right now? 46. Just have you shoot him, I guess, then. Oh, man, this Doom Wraith is not good. Skill target is too far. Oh, this guy can only use... Oh, it works on everyone around you. Interesting. So I'm going to do that to give us a shield against this guy. Yeah, because he's going to really dunk me up here. Can probably get a death blow with you if I just like have someone else take the first shot. Boom. We'll go for that. Didn't quite make it. That. Have you kill him. You can go for the big guy here. Ooh, man. Toxic pulse. Forgot about that. I'm going to have you take the high ground here, mostly just to protect that archer. And then I guess we're at least illuminating this guy. He's gone berserk. Damn, man. I should have just maybe taken the auto here. I almost definitely should have taken the auto here. Oh my god. Okay, at least we beat him. We did get a really nice weapon as well. Even if we both got smoked. Jesus. He's going to get attacked by a hydrocorn now and get killed too. I really expected that group was going to do significantly better. But I guess I shouldn't really be that surprised. So this is a nice purple item for you. Which will give you significantly more damage, might, and resilience, weakening strike, and shield shockwave. Oh yeah, this is perfect for you. Nice coral weapon, so... Need those half-inch leather gloves? Get more victories like this, you're going to be in trouble. I know, man. We've been having some... I mean, that was mostly a hero stack. So here's the thing is, like, they're all just going to come back to life in 6 turns. I didn't really need them doing anything. They were just kind of going out to grind some experience for those heroes. Which I guess they'll get in death. Just trying to, like, raise them a level to unlock some more stuff.
Let's see.
I'm not giving you shared research. And you want to build a camp over here, but where? I mean, definitely down there somewhere. Probably that's the best spot. This is just so I can get these purples. We'll set them up. Keep going over this way. These guys might attack us here. That's okay if they do. Tigor. The old city of Tigor. You built your trade hub. It's level 2. Nice. Do you have roads built now? I'm kind of curious. Doesn't really look like it. Some nice double anomalies here. And there is an anomaly up here that I would like to get. It's just a lot of dust. Why don't we start like building up in this path? These guys have a keep. habitations. You've got farms, villages, works. No keep. So a keep there would be okay. Pacified villages I don't think count as districts, so I'm probably more likely to build there. Keep wandering our way out. Is there a faction friendly to you in this playthrough? Yeah, the Coral guys have been pretty friendly with us. They generally are. Like, they're a diplomatic faction, so mostly they just want to be friends. But the cool thing is like they also rely on spreading coral, and the coral is much better spreading into the sea. Like, it follows waterways. So there's not really any waterways that are going to send them up to me. This is kind of the only one. They did decide to build on this waterway. And, you know, we could take that, but I don't really need to go any further south. So they're like, I'm fine with them just owning the southern part of this continent. We own the north. There's our field studies and science on scribes as well. Just perfect. These guys need some stuff. Science when adjacent to labs. I don't have any of the stuff to build all these fancy late game stuffs. You should 100% have fish farms here. Industry per population on artisans. Oh, on artisans. No, this city is the scribe-focused city. Blacksmith's hammer's not a terrible idea. There's only like one works here, but again, it's also like I don't know that I need the extra industry in this city. You know, +6 industry, and it's like, oh, I'm making 456 mostly because of population. I am gonna need to remake some troops. Maybe we should do that. That city's, you know, it's coming along pretty well, so. You can build one of these and one of those. And then also going to just rewild this landscape. So these guys are in the way. Why don't we just kill them for the XP? Ooh, nice. Very good armor. Lots of good double armor, in fact. You got nice purple armor here. Might and resilience. And defensive expert too. That's super excellent. Now everybody can get some armor when they come back. And then we'll talk to those Sullysks next turn. I'm building that Leviathan I-Core. So yeah, we'll absorb that into this city as well. Once that's upgraded. And these guys, honestly, I think what I'll do is I'll probably move them up to this subterranean shrine now. This army's really strong, so we can start clearing out. I know we have like a shrine here. We have a rift over here in Icar after glassing it. And then we have another shrine over here. So we can work towards that stuff. That feels good to me. Wish I could play it now. Soon. It'll be soon for everybody. It ain't yet, but it'll be soon. Grab some bonus approval here. Let's grab... I feel like this guy actually has quite a lot of works, and he doesn't actually have quite a lot of population yet. You're going to grab that just so we can try to get that anomaly. I'm going to build an anomaly there. Maybe a lab would be okay. Okay, there's our 50% science on scribes. Let's go back to... population slots, approval, attachable territory on city I need. So I'm going to grab that tech. I'm also going to grab another protectorate slot because we have quite a few people to protectorate right now. Blast furnace is good, but honestly, we don't really need it. Dust on foundation. Dust per trading post. I don't have a lot of trading posts right now. Lumberyard and reforest, I don't think we really need either. One of these I should probably be getting. Something like approval on scribes. 25% influence cost for attached camp. That would save us some good influence. And also, all of these are, like, super fast to complete. Thermal baths is really good. Exploited resource production on quarries. Does that mean, like, every one of your quarries gets an extra +3 things per turn? That's really good if so. Science on trading posts. Dusts on quarries. I am going to need... these food upgrades, at least one of them. Industry costs on laboratories and farms. +3 food on improvement. +2 food for dust. I think we'll also grab that. And that might actually just unlock the Year of Reckoning, so. There's a lot. There's a lot. Maybe it's because I've never owned a cat, or I've always been owned by a cat, but the idea of catnip and such always confused me. Oh, catnip just encourages play in cats. Like, it just gets them, excited and they get, like, really playful. So one of the reasons you give catnip is so that your cats will, like, do more exercise. And be healthier. It's kind of like one of the main ones. Auntie Brian, hello, how we doing? Don't like tea or coffee? Shenanigans. Wouldn't give a dog ecstasy or a gerbil crack or whatever. I mean, I don't really think it's that. I don't really think it runs into that same level. It's much tamer than that. I tell you what these guys would benefit really well from is building a works here surrounded by all those ridges. Then probably I'll build like a farm here. Just because it's farmable land, and then I can grab that anomaly, and then I think I will glass everything after that. See what, I'm going to build that works first. In fact, I'm just going to build that right now. Now, the farm ain't nothing crazy here, but what if I just build that right away as well, and then I can also just grab that anomaly, and now I'm ready to glass the province immediately. Glass it. We have another rift as well, but we have all this cool glass territory now. And I low-key love that. Mostly because it's connected to our other glassed territory. So it just looks pretty. Now I want to glass this territory as well. I'm addicted to glass, baby. How do I get these +10 dust? Eternal sunshine. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. We're also going to give them an extra called there as well. And then we boogie. We boogie. Everybody is sending back all their called. Except for, I think, the Lost Lords. Which sort of makes sense, because I guess the Lost Lords could just eat the called. How are these guys doing on pop here? I'm generally of the opinion that it's like, I like having the calls to make a bunch of food and then sending them out. That allows us to get more scribes, and then we fill up the rest afterwards. Seeing as scribes are effectively everything for us. When they get galvanized, they make extra industry, but they also don't make food then, so yeah. How do you feed your population if the world is just glass? Well, if they're lithoids, yeah, I guess. Well, the whole world isn't glass. It's just like this is where we're building a lot of science, so this is good glass. This is good glass land. We also have an insane amount of little necrophages still. Who are keeping us busy. We're new here. The land's recently cleared and we've been slow to build. There's a lot happening right now. Protector slots. Okay. A monsoon has also come. You have a fine home, Solace. It's not much. After the storms came, we had nothing. The place had given us hope. This place is worth defending. The storms are over for all of us. There's literally a monsoon happening. The Sciata churns. Who knows what trials are still ahead. We need a good bastion. Research conscription. Yeah, maybe. Doomwraith spawned here, and I am not healed. Gonna try to move up and close that. And I'll try to pick up some of this stuff en route. This little city over here went wee all the way home. What are you making? You don't drill anything. You don't have great food. You don't have ridges for works. What are you doing? I guess let's add some emergency dwellings. Maybe this could just be like a population location. I could just do food on foundations. Honestly, maybe not a terrible choice, given that a lot of these are just like +1 food tiles. I think I will queue it up that way. We have another council slot. Battle spoils, dust upkeep for minor faction units. Meh. Dust income per observatory. +5 food on galvanized call. Ah. Now, that's kind of interesting. Because as citizens, I wanted to keep them as citizens and not galvanize them because they provide me more food as citizens. But if I built one of these, it'd be a different story. I'm gonna wait to make our hero a chancellor. Yeah, whatever. Skip the turn. And we do get another faction slot here. So we can put in the Solisk or the Xavius. I think we'll put in the Solisks. They give us bonus health on heroes. They give us a Juggernaut pikes, which are whatever. +2 industry on at war. I don't love that as a population. But I also don't really need to have them as a population. These guys just give +3 approval, which is fun. But I'm going to have a ton of those guys, so we might as well. You can buy food with all that dust? I mean, I buy like food upgrades. Yeah. Aside from standard drug concerns with the facts, why would a person choose to take a horse tranquilizer? Seeing everyone on it doesn't look like they're having fun. I mean, I guess what they look like and what they're experiencing might be different things. I don't know. I've never taken a horse tranquilizer, so... A lot of people going around at festivals could never get your head around paying a lot of money to a ticket and getting high on a drug that would almost guarantee you don't enjoy the music. Well, I don't know. A lot of drugs do make you really enjoy the music. I'll give them that one. You know what? Why don't we just heal? So this guy is back. Let's put him on the council. +5 foo for galvanized calls. And now I can also start galvanizing them much more frequently. For the meantime, they're just gonna... What? Actually, no. Let's... You're the flying guy. Why don't you go out and get me some loot? Miraculously, this one warsmith managed to get back into town. Infinite turns. So in here... Right now, you know what, man? We should do a Tauhawk festival. See what kind of thing we get for these instead. Because I bet you we can get something good. I do want that. And I guess probably that one would also be useful. Rifts need to be closed, but I kind of need heroes to get back to do that. Scour and skeleton camps. So camps are cheaper to attach now as well. Whoa, what are you? A necromancer doomwraith. Many see these mournful, dangerous creature mimic the form of a long-departed race. His, like, entire lower half is a ball. Or maybe a dress? He looks like he's made of coral in a weird way, like corrupted coral. Corruption burst. If the target is eliminated, a horror joins the battle. When eliminating any unit, a horror joins the battle. Ranged 5. Damn, dude. That is an ugly army. Oh, this is where higher Doomwraith Hunter and Bait Doomwraith are. So Doomwraith never went up there in the end. So I could hire a hunter just to kill off this Doomwraith, but I'm not sure that he's my problem yet. Takes a few turns to prepare before settling out. You know what? I don't really want corruption down here anyway. Let's just hire someone to deal with him, because I don't have any heroes in this sort of area of the map right now. I almost wonder if I started as a joke deer, something like, you better take this horse tranquilizer. That'd be crazy, dude. Be a very funny deer. I bet you couldn't get high off this horse tranquilizer. I bet I can. Oh, I'm so sleepy. Oh, no. I'm assuming it just makes you sleepy. I feel like if it's a tranquilizer, that's probably what it's doing. This guy has very little farmland. So I'm gonna build some farms down here to help him out. And then I'm gonna give you some irrigation channels. So yeah, I'll let those guys take another turn of heals. We're into the final era of tech. I'll let them have one more heal. What's the hurry, Wishbone? You guys could take Astronomy Club because it's bonus science for adjacent Riz. You also want more attachables. Works districts are really good for you, and so are approvals. Currently, you also have a lot of citizens. But I don't know if we have a lot that scales off citizens. I don't know if we have anything that's it. Food per population on citizens. Okay, so a windmill. All right, that's going to keep this guy busy for quite a long time. In the meantime, I certainly have some foundations I could just grab. Now at least these two are connected. Yeah, like these are 135. There's almost no reason for me not to grab them all. Ton of bonus science, ton of bonus cash. I'm making 600 influence a turn. Let's just grab this as well so I can grab that foundation. You know what? Grab a little extra works there as well. This guy's already sort of grabbed all the territory that he can. Yeah, this is a really good use, is actually just buying as many foundations as possible in all my cities. Because now I have so much influence. God, I had an anomaly here I hadn't picked up. Fool. Fool of a toque. There's also pretty good little forest there. I don't know if I need like another bridge. Pick that anomaly up as well. Grab all those foundations. You know what? Let's go over here and then grab some more foundations. Heck yeah. Why not? All this good dust and food and everything else. Grab it all. Still have 3,000 left. Oh man, so our cities just got to like spread out big time and grab more space, which is very, very fun. It also means that things like 100% food on foundations suddenly become way more valuable. Do you have a lot of citizens? Not really. But you don't not have a lot of citizens, so... we have year 6 tech, which we need all of these. Jubilant City. 50% cost to grow all populations. Okay, that seems like probably super, super important. Minus 20% on all tech research costs. Okay, that one probably seems a little bit more important. And then all the others seem kind of neutral. If anyone's interested in a delicious snack, I recommend single serve vanilla yogurt, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter 2 powder, half a tablespoon of cinnamon, and a chopped up apple. Mix it up and eat it. I mean, throw some overnight oats in there in the morning. A bit of milk. Pretty much got that ready to go. Make yourself a little apple cinnamon crumble. No tranquilizers? No deal. Peanut butter powder. They take the fat out of peanut butter and dehydrate it. Tastes like peanut butter, but with way less calories. Interesting. I guess I never really thought of peanut butter as being a really fatty thing, but it probably is. But it probably is. There's another Doom Wraith right here. Maybe I should kill him first. don't want to lose an elite warsmith here. Ideally. These titanium deposits give you a bunch of extra defense. You know what? I think I'll... I'm gonna do that. Ah, that guy's got some hella range. Shield, shockwave, accusation. Circle of shield. Let's use that. He did put the big Doomwraith in the forest, which is a bit of a bummer. But I tell you what, I could actually knock him back if I wanted to. So I'm going to have this guy go first because he adds Inspiring Strike. Then this guy ignores armor and, more importantly, strips armor with Cursed Defense. Knocks back a tile. Applies weakened 2. You know what, actually? Just use accusation right now. I think we'll move in like that around them. Yeah, I forget that this guy does this AoE effect. All right, I want to get this guy killed right now. Oh, this hits everybody. Greater Cleave. Strikes target and 2 adjacent units. Awesome. Okay, he's toast. I mean, that's really the biggest threat, is like the amount of damage that guy could do, so... Let's have you attack him. And then you guys finish him off. Excellent. We get a Luminous Scythe, which I think we already had one of those. A ton of level ups on our army here. So these guys are all now... I don't know what level this counts as. Veterancy level 4, 20% health, 20% damage, 8 defense. Chunky. Chunky monkeys. Hammer Strike does slow. Completing a camp, gain a rare weapon. Defense based on intuition. I feel like resilience and might are really the 2 things I want to get on you. That's just extra health. That's defense. Hammer Strike is pretty good for him. It's just like a single target donk. So this is just extra damage. Let's go for that first. My scout is being chased off by these jerks. We're gonna buy out some extra troops here. Give him the big collateral damage beam. Make things work well. Peanut butter without huge calories sounds like the kind of impossible that I would make a bug report for if it was in a game. I eat peanuts for the cheap calories. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We are not the same. The fat and nuts generally better for you than the fats. Good fats, but still high in calories. Okay. I gotta be honest, as like a diabetic, I don't really think about calories. I mostly just think about carbs. And so for me, I'm like, peanuts. Peanuts are a free food. Peanuts do not cost insulin. Therefore, they are good for me. I can eat an unlimited amount of peanuts and there is no downside. Not necessarily true. What did these guys want me to do? Research conscription. I guess I could do that pretty fast. And then we'll build a camp right there. Sure. And then I'll send him over to close that rift afterwards, so I guess that should work. I'm kind of curious, like, can I use this nest to move to another burrow? There was a burrow down here, so I wonder, like, does that still exist? Can I just zoop over to it? Plant-based milks contain B12, nutritional yeast, and some cereal. Yeah. It's the one missing from vegan diets. It's mostly like protein missing from vegan diets, but again, it like just depends on what they're making, so. As a fatty who enjoys peanuts, I think the same way. This definitely might explain some things, for me at least. Someone with a food addiction on active weight management, calories are number one. Yeah. You can get for protein and fiber, the better. Yeah, that's totally fair. Well, that Doom Wraith came back. The very next day, the Doom Wraith came back. I thought he was a goner. Bruh, what are you doing with that much damage? The Doom Wraith came back. He just wouldn't stay away. Who is this? This is the Zealot. Put the Zealot in the middle. Divine Protectors. Put those guys in the center. And I guess we'll put them down there. 1, 2, 3. They do reach me, unfortunately. And I do not reach them. Now, I might as well get a little bit of first strike here. I suppose if I move down one with this guy, at least I can get it around of that. Oof. That's a lot of damage. I'm actually just going to shield this guy. Why? Oh. Ew. All right. Gruesome. What is this? Gruesome regeneration. When eliminating an enemy, recover 30 health. So this is when any enemy gets eliminated, which is most certainly not how that reads. Can you only use Force Blast if something is in point blank range? I think that is the case. Alright, well, it's still better than the auto resolve. I lost a Zealot. Alright, well. Be the first to defeat 5 Doom Wraiths. All units get 10 defense. Okay. Sure. I'll take that. Why not? What do these guys do? Apply slow. I get the feeling like an Imperial Pike might be better than a Devotee. Because they start with Incapacitating Strike 2 versus Incapacitating Strike 1. 35 damage. They do a little bit less damage, but they have a little bit more HP. They are, like, Solace are like a hyper military unit. $3,000 dues. I'll buy it. Mighty Imperial Pike. When attacking before moving, get crit chance. Get more crit chance. Alright, well. Why the heck not? We're going to close that rift. You guys are going to heal for 1 turn, and then we're going to start closing all of these rifts all over the place. What's this guy doing? Getting loot? Those guys are just like healing up down there? Okay. Plant-based milks need to be fortified with calcium and B12 in Australia to be classified as milk. Oh, okay. Interesting. Dog is a big runny accident during the night that needs to be cleaned, and sharing is caring. How do you transfer to the TV? I guess it depends on like the kind of TV you have. Sometimes you can just like zoop it right over with the push of a button. Other times it's a more pain in the arse. What's happening here? Daughters of Boar, really? Well, that was a mistake for you. Horn of the Gorog. A ranger joins the battle. Ooh, and clan's protection. Is this for you? Is this item going to be for you? One Mazillions and 1 right? When adjacent to a friendly unit, gain 3 defense per adjacent friendly unit. Absolutely, you are now the Gorog King. Ooh, Gorog King. Flask of Fire Dust, which also heals you? Damn, dude, this guy's going to be unkillable. I like this one because it also gives you might. This guy has 5 might and 5 resilience just based on his gear. Honestly, incredible setup for him. This is just resilience plate. So I'd like to give you this because you are weirdly enough a tanky guy. 1 intuition for each level. Yeah, I'm okay with that. 2 resilience, defense experts, defense experts, defense experts. So this is just a better version of that. Oh no, this has more resilience as well. Hi. Who's subscribing? Aggressive Time Killer, thank you for 5 months. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Might be biased from having a mom and sister who works in care for disabled children. Heard some things at the dinner table you would not believe. I could absolutely believe that would happen, yeah. Some real nasty things. The stories that healthcare workers have are wild a lot of the time. So, nerd, hello. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What were you rocking? Superhero Simulator. Interesting. I saw you playing a little Goblin Maid cosplay earlier today. Though you didn't have your French maid outfit on, which was a little bit surprising. So, welcome on in, dudes. Good to have you. We're rocking a little Endless Legend 2 today. Hydro chicks. Keep it hydrated. We are playing as the Tauhucks, which are a very science-based faction who builds giant observatories in the mountains and then uses them to turn the landscape into glass, fighting bugs basically with giant magnifying glasses. That's like what this faction is. We actually recently destroyed the necrophages, and we're in the middle of a monsoon right now, so a bunch of the world is about to start getting revealed. What can I do here? +3 science on all districts. What is my science currently? What is my science currently? Can I find that out? Maybe if I open up the science page. 1880 per turn. 2063. That's a lot of science. Oh yeah, we're monsooning right now, so we're also missing a bunch of that dust. This guy wants shared research. I'm going to refuse. These guys are waiting for the rest of my troops, which I could probably buy out most of. You've got marked and weakening strike. This guy's the one who has inspired, though, and I really like inspired on that class. Defensive experts while defending. An opportunist. It's slowed. So we'll probably leave this for the monkey. Take this guy out. And then he needs like one more warsmith in here. And this army is ready to do some damage. This guy waits for more. He's going to need one more smith, one zealot, one of those guys, and one of these guys. Barely even using my own units at this point, so. Stop being polite is the case. Don't change the subject, won't eat this meal. That's totally fair. Technically true. Yep. Up to 113 grudges. Was there a grudge fest I missed? Dude, there is like a grudge fest every day on the channel. Every day I do something wrong. This is what I've learned. Build a dam. Move across the tile. Can I move across dams? I guess not. So we're going to have to move like down here. These streams should be crossable. Oh, the rivers are also crossable. I wonder if there is like a version of the rivers that's just not crossable. This says, oh yeah, so this is full river. The river runs cold and deep, but this is like river, stream river. Oh, I don't know why. Hi, Mona. Would you like to say hello to everybody? This is my big fluffy cat, Mona. For those of you who don't know her. For everybody else, you all know her, and she's the reason you come here every day. So let me give you a moment for Mona. Shakal and the puns has caused a number of grudges. A lot of the grudges are pun-based. I have noticed that. We have a lot of grudge-based puns, pun-based grudges. Hi, good morning. How are you doing today? She's like, I want more drugs. I really liked being stoned the other day. When's that gonna happen again? It was fun. I slept a lot. Puss, 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 puss. What a well-behaved kitty cat. What a good girl. All right, what are we doing with these dweebs? I guess I could just move them across the river. The Bastion. You said the work of the mind opens the doors, and you were right. So we owe you a little dust and a little friendship. Great. I can't even remember what that quest was. Researching the technology. That's what that one was. I guess let's grab this guy and then grab that guy. Get a little bit of XP. Ecclesiarch's Fury. Is that what you want? This is a one range skill. I think Force Blast is the same thing. Honestly, like, I'm of the opinion that I just kind of want this guy to, like, get buffs for the army. I don't love this caster. When attacking a unit with a negative status, applies the same negative status to adjacent enemy units. The fear of God. Honestly, I guess that's what I'm going to give you. And then he's going to come down here to try and build a camp somewhere in Drenda. Right there is where he was going to do that. I got distracted so many times there. This dude can probably come up here and just grab more loot. You're going to come up here and you're going to deal with these foundlings because they have attacked us on a number of occasions. And I would like them to go to hell. How do I get down there? That way? It's kind of like it. You've completed an Eternal Sunshine. I'll have to get rid of those populations there pretty soon. These guys are healed up, and we're going to go for this subterranean shrine, which we will be seizing for booty. If you're not in your early 20s and younger, it's the point. You look at caloric intake. It's enough you should be a lot heavier. Recommend getting some checks done. In your early 20s, you find yourself much lighter than you should be based on your diet and lifestyle. Turns you had Crohn's. Yeah, it's amazing. I've had a lot of friends like get surprise Crohn's diagnoses in recent years. And it's just because they were like, oh, I didn't think that was the case. I didn't expect that. Guess I'm going to bring you here. You there. You there. These guys are like down the cliff. Worst possible place they could be. But also shouldn't really be a problem. We're going to summon a Gorog. Everyone else can just chill. I guess they're all going to focus on that summon, which is really nice. I didn't know that summons were this good in the game. Lat. Lat. Just dunking it. Wow, they both went after shielded units. Amazing. We get a bunch of pretty mid-tier stuff. Colonialist Strike. When winning a battle against a minor faction, recruit a unit from the defeated minor faction. That's kind of fun. Darkwood Bow. I need wizard items. We're the first to claim 15 territories, so all of our works districts gets another 5 industries. Dude, honestly, I kind of want to look at... where are all of those? At 30 Tauhucks, we'll get 10% science on city with Tauhuck populations. On 30 called populations, we'll get influence per character appointed to the council on galvanized call. Interesting. For 30 black hammers, we're getting 10% industry on cities with black hammer pops. Necrophages give us bonus food. Ooh. God, maybe I should be making more necrophages. Ah, here we go. The journal. So, like, be the first to clear 6 fortresses. That one hasn't been done. Have a city with 25 districts. Makes foundations half off. Pacify 10 villages. Will unlock a bonus protectorate slot. Somehow 2 empires got that, so maybe multiple people can get it. Defeat Doom Wraiths. Claim 15 territories. Generate 1 of all strategic resources. Gives you 50% bonus science. And be the first to have 100 pops. We're 2 away. We've got a free hero. Honestly, kind of nuts. Some pretty good bonuses there. Partners back on calorie counting. You're the one cooking and having to measure. Clearly better than unchecked eating disorders. Yeah. I mean, I got blessed. I got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was like 15 years old. So that really put an immediate like, oh, I guess I'm paying attention to nutritional value all of a sudden. And boy, you got to pay attention. Otherwise, it just eats you up. You have titanium. Anything else in this place? No? That glass deal being worked? It is. That titanium is being worked. We'll close this rift. Now that this is good, we can attach this to Corinda. We can also attach this to Corinda. Oh man, we just got such a boon. This gets to become a lab. You're an anomaly, and you're an anomaly as well, so that also gets to become a lab. Oh my god, and those are both anomalies, so that gets to become a lab. All of these have double anomalies next to them, which really means that this should be communal housing. Because that'll scale very, very nicely. We have plenty of stuff here. Collect 200 curiosities across all games. And we have access to this, so +4 science per scribe we're getting now. So each scribe does, well, in this city it does this much. What does it do in my capital? That's the real question. Every scribe here does +5 science, +4 influence. Here they do +5 science, +6 influence, -1 authority. And they also do +2 industry. Actually, +3 industry. Sort of low-key out of control here. This city is going to be booming now. I might build a bridge. I know I have this high bridge, but maybe I should build a low bridge. Or a dam or something. Just to connect to all this other stuff across the way. You're a laboratory. You're an anomaly. You're a laboratory. You should also be housing. Oh man, this city's about to blow up in science. Despite not having an observatory. It's gonna go nuts. Honestly, that's probably the next thing I should do, is try to find a location with a ridge. So that we can build an observatory in this city. Because right now, otherwise it's going to be a huge mega city. Which ain't a bad thing. These guys down here... I feel like they don't know what they're doing. I suppose food for population wouldn't hurt them. They don't have rivers. They don't have lakes. Build them that farm just to boost that up a little bit. You're a keep. You're a works. Keeps just scale off of whatever. Works do scale off of extra population. But most of my places aren't too overly populated right now, so... Oh, that reminds me. We reset these guys. So what are they doing right now? +1 dust. I don't love that. Let's do a festival. Killed the last guy I wanted, but... I think I'm just going to end up building a bunch of works down here. That mine is mining. Yes. That mine is mining. Yes. We're making all the good stuff. Our eternal sunshines are over. That's okay. We're doing all right. Hard to notice you were 6'6", built like a fridge freezer. Kind of assumed recommended calories was a bit higher than normal. Yeah, yep. Can eat a lot when you're that size. I'm 6'4", but not quite built like a fridge freezer, as much as I would like to be. Definitely be a lot heavier than you were, yeah. How do protectorates work? I always wondered. I found them useless. In this, it's kind of like protectorates are... You get them on like the minor villages, so you make them protectorates and it gives you access to their pops. So every different minor faction pop has like certain bonuses to it. So it'll do things like the Black Hammers are +2 industry if they're scribes. So if you just make all of your scribes Black Hammers, you also get really good industry. Other ones give bonuses to being in citizen slots. Other ones give bonuses to being in the artisan slots. Other ones just give like a flat bonus and you can put them anywhere you want. So they're good for like mix and matching. So they also give you access to that into the heroes and to building their troops. So mid-30s, kept the same weight since you were 16. Yep. Could look up Crohn's when you finally manage to see a physician, but you doubt it. Mixed genetics and being active for years. I was the same sort of thing. I was like, it took me a really long time for my weight to fluctuate at all. And it mostly did it post-COVID because exercise was a lot harder to come by. And when I started on antidepressants as well, like anti-anxiety meds, that stuff like blows you up a little bit too. Type 1 and cystic fibrosis as combos goes. That is a very tough one to manage. Yeah. Autoimmune is not a fun time. And it stays very hidden. We are the first to 100 pop, so we get a free hero. Free hero. I also get access to this building. And that's it. Right, I just wanted the Solisks. A dog. So this city now has like an incredible amount of Solisks. We have 5 pacified villages. So the protector traits scale with the number of villages. Yeah, so basically 25 plus 5. We have like an extra 45 health on all of our heroes from all those Solisks. We get some extra XP from the Goroks. The Black Hammers are also giving us like a bonus 4 damage. 5, 6, 7 damage. And the Hoy and Ladgerhand are just giving us approval right now. We don't really have like a ton of dudes locked in, but I'm pretty happy with what we have so far. Dragon Roots. 20% influence. Well, that could be good. I do feel like these Hyperion mines... Oh, we already have those. So this city actually has room to expand one more slot. I could go up to Sulisk, Or I could go to Bochev, and Bochev has a double anomaly. So I could science and I could glass Bochev. If I wanted. Actually, I don't think I can glass it, but I could build a lot of science there. This guy has built this into a full settlement here as well, so I tell you what, I better... This is Bodari, right? Yeah. I better make sure he doesn't get any fanciful further ideas about going further north. We still gotta assimilate these guys. Build more foundations. Unlock more anomalies. Grow more something or others. I don't know why this is such good food here. Wood ash pit, food on foundation, but the volcanic biomes have a lot. All right, I tell you what, we'll make that a food spot then. Okay, so these troops have cleared out one of these. You're going over there for that. I think I might have you come up and just fight these daughters of the boar. I mostly want XP here. 20% damage to range units in the armies. Whew. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. And I guess I could do the same thing for you. We're gonna have the Monsoon knock a bunch of stuff down really soon, so I don't want to go too crazy. And there is a Doom Wraith over here. Okay, so how close are you? Still feels kind of far. Oh my god, thank god. I got a wizard weapon finally. We'll go there next. Wizards, weapons. Let's see what we got. Stixos, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. How am I enjoying the game? A fair bit. A fair bit, I would say. I like what we got going on so far. It's very narrative, which is like a different vibe. This is a shield circle that adds mighty. Ranged 5. Versus this, which is Terror Strike and Summon Horror. I think I'm going to give this ranged one to you. My other hero here. Yeah, it's the game is certainly a lot more narrative than I would have originally kind of expected, but I wouldn't say that's like a complaint in any way, shape, or form. For the most part, I would say I am enjoying the game. You can make of that what you will. Ooh, I can summon a necrophage hero. Iconoclast. Minus 100% science on scribes, but 100% influence. Fortifications damage, capture points, ransack gains, and capture points. I don't know that I want a necrophage hero if I'm gonna be honest. I think we'll take Dahaga. Oh, you know what else we really need to do is we have a bunch of hero havens that we don't have built. And I would like them built very much, thank you. So I'm going to do that with you. You have a hero haven, and I think you have a hero haven. Oh my god, we can build the double labs in here too. Dudes, this city is about to get insane. The amount of labs I'm building in here. I'm literally going to build one lab a round for the next 5 rounds. That's also a lab, which means this should also be another community habitation. So I guess I will go here and build my Heroes Haven. This guy comes in at level 10, which is also really nice. I didn't realize that. Applies all its statuses to friendly adjacent units. Do you have the one that also lets you steal abilities? And defending gains shields. Gains shield per resilience. You know what? Hold on here. What do we have for weapons? Incapacitating strike and shields up. Breaching attack and terrorizing strike. Shields up and incapacitating strike. Right now you're like extra might, so I'm gonna make you a little bit more offensive. Shackles of the Damned. I might actually give you that. Sure. Okay. So he is like all might and all resilience. Add extra damage per might. Apply your status to all friendly units. Let's give you hammer strike. Give you pile driver. I'm also going to give you nature of the beast. We'll give you spinning top, which is the upgraded version of hammer strike. 10% extra health and extra health per resilience. We'll also give you that. And then we'll give you, when attacking a unit with negative status effects, ignore defenses. This guy actually just became a bit of a beast. Like, he's level 10. Just kind of nuts. You could be friends with Lamb and Tikapa. Why not? And I guess also he can build a hero haven. So why don't we have his haven built like... Honestly, if I could build it here, I would. I don't want to clear ridges. So I think I'll just... Damn it. No, you guys go back. You go there. And we end turn. Lifestyle makes a huge difference. Younger brother's a gym freak. Eats a lot more than I do, but he was bulking despite being 4 inches shorter. He spends 2 hours a day in the gym, often like 4, or did martial arts. Yeah, my brother is like a little bit shorter than I am, but also does triathlons. And the amount of food that he can eat. I'm always like, can you eat that? Like, you're in training. Is that safe? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm in training. I can eat whatever I want. He's like, I can't physically eat enough to make up for the deficits that I'm causing. Do we still prefer Age of Wonders 4 more? I mean, I think they're very different games. Is the truth of the matter. Like, this provides a much more narrative experience. It's also so still early access that it's like... Yeah. It's kind of like hard to say on anything yet. I think Age of Wonders 4 is a more complete game at the moment, but like that just naturally makes sense. Given that it is a more complete game. You're gonna go there. You're gonna go there. Where are my guys? Up. This away. This guy. Okay, let's bring you to this Doom Wraith. Couple of turns away still. I could bait this Doom Wraith away. Nah, you know what? There's a triple rift here. I'm gonna have to close this anyway, so. You got a haven. You get a companion. Bonus per hero level on the haven. 20% experience gain on the unit. Oh, they basically all get that bonus. Power couple. When eliminating a unit, gain influence. 10% health on non-hero units. 2 might. Critical on unit. 2 resilience. I'm going to give this guy Nidar. Give him some extra might points. There's unicorns and boars here, so I might actually get hit by both of them before I can get to this Doom Wraith. Dire news! The troops are claiming this strange weather means the gods are opposed to my reign. Ridiculous! Whether one god believes in, I doubt they would punish a world to indicate their disapproval with me. I am not the one you need to convince. Pay a little bit of money, a bit of influence, or just get slowed. Suppress? Oh, no. We'll bribe. We have that money. Even the most loyal troops can be swayed by superstition. A small hazard pay goes a long way. Reduce the grumbling. I'm gonna specialize some troops. So I closed a rift up here. I'm gonna just try to grab some more loot around. You're gonna build a hero haven. You're gonna build your hero haven. You're gonna chill out. I guess you can go up and join this guy. He is your buddy, after all. So close to my happy place. You got a haven built. So you can also get someone. Extra resilience for this guy could just be good. So I think we'll just do that. Make him tankier. He is the tanky guy. You got a haven built. Why don't we give you the critical hit guy? You're going to come up here and fight this Doom Wraith for me. And I'm just going to take the instant win on it. And now this monkey can build a haven, which is super nice. Apply hasten to target units in a circle. What does hasten do? +2 movement points. That's okay. It's not that great. This guy is like a weird mix of skill points right now. You know what? He actually has a lot of intuition. I'm going to add damage to minor units. So at least like these warsmiths get a boost. We'll repair these guys. Oh yeah, little baby Doom Wraiths down here as well. This place really got corrupted quite a bit. So you've built a Hero's Haven. So we'll send you down here to fight Boar Daughters. You guys are chilling. You've got your Hero's Haven. We'll send you back up here to fight Boar Daughters. You're just grabbing that dust and then leaving to go meet your friend. Okay, okay, we'll do that. Nice, that also gave a level on that other guy. You create heroes as we create tricks and games. You will hear of this. So we got these guys now. Xaviuses. Or at least we have them pacified at the very least. We also picked up a nice rare item that adds a ton of health and a ton of stats. Interesting. I'm going to give you Hammer Strike. I think the Gorog Horn is the way to go for you. You have the insane Hood of Inscriptions. This guy's like level 3. Monkey, what about you? I could give you lots of HP. Let's do that. You have like a weird build right now, so that actually kind of works. Good old monkey. This guy actually got 2 levels off of that. That's so funny. When gathering a curiosity adds 2 movement points to all units in the army. Well, all right, we're going to do that, and we're going to give you rain arrows. Because literally what I do with you is gather curiosities. You're going to make an Illuminator into a Lightbringer. Sit on defense. My God. I feel like things are too calm. What's everyone's take on Ert? Typical gym rat, chicken, rice, and broccoli. I mean, that's the go-to, right? My brother used to ride bikes. He would add 5,000 calories a day just to maintain his weight. Yeah. Diet for a long time. I did the traditional gym rat thing for like a lot of years. But I really like cooking, so cooking the same thing every day sort of killed me a little bit. Made me die a little inside. Shoot, I moved really badly there, but oh well. Kill off those Doom Wraiths. It's gonna be a no for me, dog. All right. He's like, fine, you won't share your technology, then we're closing our borders. And I'm like, dude, I literally don't know where your borders are. That's not really a problem for me. We pick up a titanium broadsword and a nice spyglass. Sets vision range to 5. I think you already have that on. You do, yeah. I do have fancy bows for this guy. Adds extra damage if less range. Anti-cavalry. Or this one adds 3 determination. Honestly, I kind of like that on him. He doesn't really have might, so determination is kind of useful. You're gonna go up there. You'll go there. You'll go there. You'll go there. You're gonna go this way. Pick up some loot. You're waiting on extra bodies. Smooth. Remarkably smooth running right now. And I guess this guy is going to go, like, start fighting Hydrocorns. You know what? You should really build a camp up here. There's 2 oranges that we could get. And there ain't really a reason not to get them. 27 out of 24 population. What happened here? I have all these destitutes. Well, obvious answer is let's build some houses. Pick up some extra territory here too. That'll be a good trade hub. There is like permanent water here unless the monsoon gets rid of that. That's an anomaly, so we should certainly gobble that one up. And I think we have all the other anomalies right now. I mean, this place is like a ton of stuff that we could grab. All these science tiles are valuable. Like all the glass locations. Let's go with that. What does that look like for population? Can I move? All the scribes are in the right spot. I guess that's the thing is we got a bunch of solisks in here. Necrophages. Once the monsoon is over, we can start purging all these guys. And purge we shall. The Might Stone. It's a really good item. I don't want to put it on you, but you have the Horn of the Gorog. So this is this one that gives you like +1 might, and then if you have 6 might, it gives you a bunch of other stats. I don't know who I would really want to put this on. I guess, you know what? It would be good on you because you actually do have 6 might right now. So that'll give you a bunch of bonus stats. We also picked up better versions of your weapons. So we can either go with Weakening Strike or we can go with Defensive Expert. Let's go with Weakening Strike. You are more of a gonk. And you are actually more of a defensive guy, so... I feel like the titanium broadsword is better for you. You already have defensive expert 2 though, from your armor. So that doesn't really give us anything, honestly. Let's just ignore that. Mac, hello. Half pint, welcome back, welcome back. Chaos Space Marine, less than 3. CSM, less than 3. I don't see how that works. We'll save up for that. Should get it in one turn. Ba 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 ba. You guys are going this way. Refuse. Is that army full now? You're waiting on 1 more unit. You know what? You're waiting on no more units. All right. I no longer need to make black hammers in this city. I could go back to making our actual guys. Who... You do industry. Necrophages are like remarkably good. City containing pacified villages, +2 influence. Yeah, I think let's just make Tauhawks and we'll fill the artisans with Tauhawks. These guys are currently doing +1 dust. You know what? Nuke them. No! Now I gotta make more black hammers. I knew this was gonna happen. Kin of Sheridan. Oh! What happened? How did I unlock the entire map? Interesting. So this is clearly going to be an access point. And I guess this is an access point. Which means there's probably going to be a bunch of good stuff down here. There's probably going to be some good stuff here and here. It's weird that they started with only 2 and we started with 3. Like, our side was way more crowded. Some pretty big armies. I think I'd like to gather this Clax. What does Clax do? Approval rating? I'm gonna talk to these guys and see what they want. Dust lytics. Bet that's gonna be like a really early tech. It is, yeah. 3 turns for that? Is that worth it? I don't think that is. So I'll probably just fight those guys militarily then. You're building the camp. You guys are working on... You should really, honestly, have some camps up here as well. But maybe your camps will, like, go down this way. There is crystal cap up there. +2 industry per population. And black hammers. Oh, okay. Well, you're going to get that then. We love black hammers. There are homies. So I'll build a little camp up there that will add to that city. This city, Suraban, our capital. You know, a works district right there would be really, really powerful, surrounded by all of those ridges. And a farm right there would also be really, really powerful, surrounded by all of those rivers. That's just all glass. Again, things like a works here would be pretty good. Until the water goes down, I don't necessarily know that I want to like be building a lot more farms. We do have an anomaly there. An anomaly there and there. So that's a farm. Or that's a lab. Could have had double labs here. That was a bit stupid. Maybe a keep would be nice. Got that trading post, but I can't really build up much around it. I'd like to connect the sets of these, but I guess once that works is done, that will happen. So we're back to you. What are we doing up here then? You're not building that fast. Why don't we go like... I want to say food on foundation, but then I'm like, none of these foundations have food. What if I build a farm right here? And then I can pick up something like food for citizens. You can specialize, but I want you to get collateral damage, so it's gonna be a while. This army is at least ready to do something, though, which is gonna be kill these guys. You're gonna grab that dust. You're gonna go for that dust. You're gonna come up here and you're gonna fight these hydrocorns. You think? You're gonna attach this city? No, probably not. Sisters of the Boar. I'm not really super interested on them. So we can keep it going. Not Canadian, I just live in Canada. Red leaf means danger. CSM K-Space Marine commits Order 66. Yep. It's definitely a Romulan. Livy, how we doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're a commie test. Canada doesn't nearly have enough capitalist worship or toxic enough gun culture. This is true. This is our specialties. Oh yeah, don't I have a bunch of rifts that need to be closed? There's one here. Why don't I actually send you down to do that instead? Even though these rifts could be used for teleportation, I probably should just close them. I also have to close this one, but not before we build that camp. Started a world quest, not just any loot. A small mechanism protrudes from the ground, unscathed and unbroken. A chicken stands next to it, lost in thought. Ah, I'm trying to remember this old pattern that's actually a song. Have at least 10 Hyperium for 5 turns, and I will give you this Might Gem. Alright, sure. Why the hell not? Oh, I didn't get a cool Tidefall cutscene that time. Vilebark deposits. Okay, there's a bit of Vilebark here and some Gorogs. So I probably want to take this Gorog station. And this Gorog station. And these Black Hammers. So that's the 4 for this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think this guy is gonna end up just taking these hydrocorns. Maybe just to like connect our territory. That seems smart. This area we're gonna have to explore. The tree. The swaying tree of Sayada. Plus 50 production on basically all populations. Can I reach that from something like Ulka? Maybe? If I took Kelka, I think you can connect up to 5 territories. Currently 4. Plus 1 for everything that you occupy for city. Can I expand anymore? Actually, that's a good question. Maybe I can't. I don't think I can. Approval in City Hall. %50 influence on scribes is pretty nice. Yeah, okay, so it does look like 4 is the max. So I'd have a pretty hard time getting over there. My biggest issue here is I haven't found any red or green. There's one green down here. I was really banking that this tidefall would release a bunch of that in this area. And it didn't. Oh, this is cool. There's like the end of the river is actually here. So we know that this river exists always. And we know that this river exists always. Which means it's really good for us to build food along it. How are we on city cap? 7. All right, I'm probably just going to build a city up here then. You know, that's a long way for you to go right now. So we're going to go up this way. We're going to turn around a little bit. Canada's got the universal health care. Kind of. Mostly. Or mostly universal health care. Are better than the alternative health care. Hey, all you guys go over there. Only scribes. Now only tahuks. And then only gorogs. What want build you? Good question. What want build you? I want that anomaly, so why don't I just build a trade depot next to it? You know what, I'm just going to rush that so I can actually just steal that anomaly right away. This guy's not, like, making a lot of stuff down here. He's a very confusing setup. Let's just build taverns. +2 industry. +1 science. You know what, man? I think I'm going to put the monkeys over here, and I'm going to make this a Gorog Empire. I've been talking about making this like the works function place. So I think that's what I'll do, and I'm going to do... But Spire of Industry doesn't make sense, because there's no resources over here. I guess let's make it the military city. In case these coral people start acting up. I mean, I guess it is my border. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Small fight over here with some Daughters of the Boar, speaking of. Which I'm going to continue beating up, mostly for experience. But also so that we can keep exploring. We're ready to spec, but only kind of. You're going to go that way. Down those steps and deal with them. Got some angry Gorogs you can beat up. We're going to add this to the city right away. Because I want all those guys in there. Probably should have built these crystal cap quarries first. But I'm a dumb and I didn't do that. So, such is life. And then we'll move over here and we'll add in with those Gorogs. It's going to be confusing how we also close this gap, but baby steps, babies. Baby steps, babies. I don't have enough influence to, like, build stuff up here. Hydrocorns are fighting us. Take them without a fight. Get a heavy mace. That's a really good one. This guy's Haven is available. That's fun. Especially because he is my, like, explorer. So you have extra curiosity points. You have anything else here that's like on collecting curiosities? No, strangely enough, I don't think so. When outside battle, get extra movement points. That is kind of really good for you. You have 4 movement points. You have 4 movement points. Okay, well, that works out. Not even going to ask these hydrocorns for a quest. I'm just going to attack them. And I also need to build camps out here. Honestly, we have a lot of camps we need to build. This city is still having a massive population problem. We're going to solve some of it soon, but in the meantime, we better build some communal homes. All these necrophages are like pooping out too much. I don't know. Let's go here. It's got a few gangs around it. So, esoteric delegation. We're going to cast this up in Ulka. Wait, no, hold on. Star's Light, we've already cast. So if I do blind fanaticism, I will probably raise a rebel army. You guys got to go to making Tauhawks. These guys all become destitute, giving us 2 yields per destitute of industry, but really bad approval. But they're also giving me 40 food because I have a special guy who gives me food per destitute. Yeah, but the thing is like 6 yields here is still better. They are giving me also industry from galvanized called. And dust and influence. Okay, there are like benefits to that. But honestly, just kick them out of town. Send those missionaries out. Cause me some trouble. And we still get blind fanaticism. Risk of religious riots increase every turn. Oh my god, we're building so many habitations here right now. This is actually kind of outrageous. But we should be growing like at least 1 new guy per turn because there's so much food in this city as well. With all these incredible farms around the river. Oh, that's a bridge. I wonder if the bridge still counts as like a farm tile. Or like a river tile, I mean. I think it does because that's 8 and that's 8. Our monkey's leveled up. Bonus health. This is just extra damage per like random stat, which honestly feels like his build, so I think we'll go with that. And then I'm probably gonna let them heal around here. You guys can keep exploring. I gotta find reds and greens. See some of them up there. But not enough of them. 4 movement. You see, this is part of the problem is this guy can fly. This other guy can't. Let's have him explore up here where the chickens are and the red sang. 10 health per unit. Eh. You guys are going to stunt on some hydrocorns. God, it's actually like quite a lot of damage. Ooh, nice. Oh, that's a good wizard artifact, finally. So this guy is the teleport aggressive attack guy. We'll give him Ecclesiarch's Fury. And currently he has the shield one, but this is a shard star, which does Word of Obliteration. That's Soldier's Litany 2. This is Word of Obliteration 1. Ignores defense and does damage based on determination and might. Also gives you bonus might. Yeah, I guess. You're the more aggressive guy, so I feel like I'm okay with that. Some of my Empire projects are ready. Who wants sunshine? Who wants less of these called guys? I feel like you do. Lots of Solisks here. No more Black Hammers. Well, I guess one more Black Hammer. I don't understand how that other city has like 3 rows. But I guess maybe all the housing districts have leveled up a ton. Which does make a lot of sense. Maybe I can focus on doing something similar. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're an anomaly. You're a laboratory. Oh, it's so crazy when you zoom out, just trying to like make sense of where everything is. Yeah, actually, I guess I don't really have like a lot of houses here. Build that there, and I could build a works next to that as well. So these guys are kind of set for a while, and all of their territory is also now connected across this like insane sprawling city. It's a bit nuts. Peace was never an option. In the grim darkness of my chat, there is only war. Federal coverage to encompass teeth and eyes in the lower class is, yeah. Yeah, we just got dental really in Canada, and there's still lots of stuff that is not covered properly. And then there's also like a massive pushback from certain parts of the government in trying to privatize healthcare in Canada. That they've been alarmingly successful at doing. If I attack these guys, is this dude gonna die? I feel like he will. You know what? I might just talk to these guys. This guy is like, if you destroy this one army, we will become peaceful. Great. Green stuff. Yeah, I guess actually there's not really a good reason to have a camp up here. Hydrocorn land, though, has a subterranean shrine that I would like to get to. You know what? Let's go here. We'll heal up, and then we'll go fight that shrine. These guys are going to go Gorog hunting. Or maybe just Gorog talking. Propose vision exchange to the aspects. So you guys are going to go Gorog hunting. Because I don't want to give that to them. And we've gotten the intuition collar. Determination. Intuition is brain. I mean, you have divine intuition. Oh, we also got a desecrated larynx. +3 might with cursed strength. Win in battle at 20% damage. Sweet Jesus, who does the most damage? Roggy does a lot, but so does this new guy. Ah, but he's got like the might stone. What else does this give you? Extra health per all stats. Yeah, I think you are a mixed build. %20 damage on you is a lot. This would make you pretty chunky. Alternatively, like, this guy is a damage dealer. So maybe I just give it to him. And go from there. They're gonna have to heal up again, though. Ain't no doubt. Suraban, the capital. Emergency dwellings. I'm gonna get the blacksmith's smithy. I think I'm gonna get extra pop vocations. I'm also gonna get that. You're not gonna get the artisans. You probably should get those windmills. And you probably should get that scribe upgrade. Because this is kind of Scribe City. I'll keep them busy for a long time. Agent is the background noise to chat's banter. That is confirmed. Yeah. there's been really good banter in the last couple of weeks, so I very much appreciate that. What do you guys gotta do when I'm gone? The Discord's gonna have to pop off, clearly. An enabler who goes around drugging cats. The monster. The absolute beast. Children there are covered, and I think essential stuff is covered depending on your income. Okay, yeah. I guess it's in the UK, yeah. Totally lost track of the campaign. Sucks when a good policy is set to fail, probably be scrapped later on. It's very annoying when it happens. There's a lot of like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Look, we have loot. Have some loot. Get some more loot. Level ups. Not even sure what's happening here. There is treasure up here. So I might just grab that. We've got more Hoy and Ladrum over here. There's a double red here in Hathel, so I'm probably going to build a camp there for sure. And honestly, I might just try to make like another city down here. There's auric coral deposits. +5 defense for all units. It's not bad. We can go for spinning top here. But also peak health. 10% max health, 2% max health per resilience. He is stacking resilience. I feel like let's get spinning top first. And then do I bother? I guess let's go over here and we can set up some of these green scions. Food per village. It's not the worst. You guys gotta heal. These Gorogs. These Gorogs, they take a beating. Now we also have like these rifts around that we still gotta close, but I got a little bit. Go here, recuperate. I think you have enough to upgrade as well. Yes. So we have splash damage on this guy now. Just in time to beat those hydrocorns. And then this town ain't doing nothing. Corinda. Food on foundations. I mean, there's so much food up here. I feel like I gotta build both of those. Wish I could get an observatory, but alas. Are there any ridges? There's not nearly enough ridges on the map. Tauhuk kind of are heavily penalized because of that. Oh, this is cool. Forge of the Old Ones. 35 industry on City Hall. 50% battle gains on battle spoils. That one's super cool. I haven't seen that. Now there's another one over here. Ah, this is the Crystal Dunes, which gives you like one of everything per turn, basically. That's a really good wonder. Yeah, like there's almost no... There's a couple of ridges here. And that's like it. Craft Spaceship is over here. +3 science on science tiles in this city. Dust on dust tiles in this city. So if you could glass this entire place, it would be insane. Oneroy. +3 health regeneration per population. There's also a lot of green over there. Honestly, there's a good argument to move over that way. Let's just chat to these guys. I have a really good food stock for a bunch of turns, so they'll be like, cool, we'll hang out. I guess we could pick up some of this vile bark. Yeah, it's really good for us. We'll build a camp there. And then just keep exploring. Boom. Turn 140. You can grab these flax deposits. You can refuse that shared research. I mean, dude, if nobody has claimed this spot over here either, it's super, super good. And it has a wonder. Honestly, I could claim this and have it feed into all of this red territory. We have 2 city caps left, so... like, there's a lot of stuff to gain. It doesn't seem like there's much up here. There is a little bit of green here. Typically, where there's a little bit of green, there's a bit more green. Very rarely is there only, like, one thing in a province. You guys are healing. You guys are healing. Okay. Why don't we keep moving? We're 141 turns in. Why don't we cut our first video here today with that? And then we'll come back and we should be able to hopefully finish it off in the next video. You'll have to tune back in and see. Until then.